Okay, so we're going to go over the project, the different project details. Now, this video will be about the B1 Type 1 files. But let's take a look at all of the files first. So here we have the Freelancer listening project files, and in these files we have 7 different files. These are all, let's see, each one of these has different types in them. So B1 has type 1 and type 3 files. If we open those, we can see a list of folders with different file names, and here is an After Effects file. If we look at type 3, again we have the same style. Just list. Oh. And did we skip? Oh, right, that one's not done yet. If we look at B2, here we go. So what we're going to look at in this video is B1 Type 1. All right, so let's go open up B11, and here's a file. I'll open that up. And here we go. Okay, now here is our After Effects file, and let's take a look here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go over to this composition right here, part number 2, and we want to change this number to our file name here. So this is, the file name is B11, so we want to change this to B11. So we're going to double click here, and then we're going to change the 2 to a 1, and we're finished. Very easy. Next, we're going to change this scene 22. And again, here we have B12. We want to change that to, again, the file number B11. So we can double click that and scroll over the 2, hit 1, and we're done. Easy. Okay. Next, we're not going to mess with this. Actually, for this one, main question, yeah, we're not going to mess with that. We're just going to go over here to multiple choice question. And what we want to do for these is center this. So it's right here, so you can click down here, and then with the arrow keys you can move these around, up or down, to center them. A lot of these will already be centered. You might not have to move them, or you might not have to move them very much. This one looks fine already. Then we're going to go to the next one and scroll so we can see it. And yeah, we can move this one over a little bit, make it a little more center. I kind of use these little points here to help guide me towards the center, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Go to the next one, and yeah, I think that's pretty good. We don't need to change that. Go to the next one. Yeah, I think that's good too. Next one. Good. Yeah, no problems. Let's go to the next one. So if you don't see that anything come up on the screen, just move the timeline over to like 5 seconds and then it'll come up. That looks fine. Maybe a little. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That looks good. That's fine. And yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's that. Next, we're going to go over to the multiple choice question answer comps. Let's see, we've got another 10 of these. And basically, we're going to do the same thing. We've got the question comp, which is here, this. And then we've got 2 answer choice comps. Now, the answer choice comps are right here. You can only see one, but so here's the first one, and then it scrolls, animates off, and then the exact same one will animate on like that. So they're in the same position. So for the question, we click on the question comp, and the same way that we just did, we're going to move it around with our arrow keys, or shift arrow. And this is already good. We don't really need to change that. For the answer choice comps, what you want to do is move them together. You don't want to move them separate. So click on one, and then you can control click on the other one. And now we can move them together like that. This one's already fine. But remember, when you move these two, control click so that you can get both of them and they move together. So when one animates back on, they're in the same location. And we're going to do that for all of these multiple choice question answer comps. So look at this one. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. This one looks good too. That looks good. Yeah, that looks good. No change. Again, that's good. If you can't see, if it's not showing up, just move the timeline around a little and you can see it come up. This one looks good. I guess we could move it to the left a little, maybe, down here. Okay. And then number 10 is the last one, and that looks good. And that's all we need. Oh, actually, this could move over. The question comp could move over just a little bit. Okay, and that is it for the multiple choice question answer comps. Okay, next what we're going to do is hold on. Next, we're going to go to the render queue right here. So you can just click on the render queue. And this is the place where we can render the files out, change the file names, etc. What we're going to do here is these 4 file names, we're going to click on one, and that'll bring up the project folder. Let's see, Freelancer listing projects. So here we have the original folders that I showed you. Now remember, this is B11. So we want to go to B1. This is type 1. Type 1. Now here we have the B11. So we're going to click on that. And then, so this is good here, we're going to change this file name to match this file name here. So the main question board, we're going to keep that. And then this part we're going to change to B1 underline 1. And then we're going to save it. And I'm going to actually copy this, save, and then we're going to do the same thing for the next one. We've got to find the Freelancer listing project files. Okay, B1, type 1, B1, and then we're going to change this file name like that, B11, and save. Do the same thing for here. Freelancer listing project, B1, type 1, B1 and paste B11, save. And last, find it again, Freelancer listening projects, B1, type 1, B11, and then we're gonna paste this, quiz number B11, save, and that is it. Then you're gonna save the file like this, and for this one, you're done, you're finished. Now these files probably seem pretty easy, and they are, but each file type is going to be a little different. So like these B1s, these are kind of easy, but once you get to like the A1s or the I1s, I2s, they're going to be a little more difficult. And I'll show you, I'll make a video for each different type and how to do it. So this one is B1 type 1. And I haven't finished the type 3 yet, so just do the type 1s. Okay.